At the time of this recording and commentary, Tsareena came into Pokemon Unite somewhat recently, so I know that it might be the inclination of some people in the comments section or otherwise, just to kind of say that maybe there hasn't been enough time for us to really determine if there is a top Tsareena player yet. That may be true, that may be not, you guys can debate that, but what this is, specifically we are going to focus on Tsareena, just kind of give some input here as we spectate, though, a top-ranked trainer, and this is somebody that's in the top 3 right now. I actually am gonna apologize, I don't know, I think I've heard people say Rin. To me it kind of looks like Reen, could be Rhine, but again, I think I've heard the name Rin, so that's what we're gonna go with, at least when we need to say the name. But ladies and gentlemen, again, a top-ranked trainer in Pokemon Unite, playing Tsareena, totally fine, that's kind of what we do for the focus commentaries. We want to look for somebody that's competent, hopefully knows how to play the character, of course, that we are focus spectating. Just know, spectator mode hasn't really added anything. I would like them, of course, to add the ability for us to see items. That's not currently a feature as we record this. Generally, some good held items for Tsareena, though. You could go Buddy Berry or Focus Band, that's going to be a little bit more for that HP, staying in the fights. Scope Lens, obviously, for the crits. Muscle Band. I could see somebody doing a spicy, like Razor Claw, maybe Weakness Policy. We're getting to get a little bit more spicy here. But the other thing that I can offer you is I could probably show you what Pokemon Unite offers for... They have a section in-game where you can actually see what top-ranked trainers, Masters level players, and what the game itself recommends as items. That may not always be the best, but certainly what the Masters are using, why not, right? So already going to take down the Bears. Yes, we do need to get used to saying the Bears because we are on that snow and ice remote stadium map right here for the Christmas update, if you want to call it that. I mean, really, just December 9th update. I love Tsareena. I think that enough time has passed, though. While we will keep the camera mostly on our Tsareena player, obviously, occasionally we are going to switch just in case we need to see some kind of action or call something out. But again, like we say, it's going to be 95% on our Tsareena player Rin right here, going at it right now with a Greedent. One thing about Tsareena, I mean, you do evolve somewhat early. We're not going to say it's on the earlier bunch of everybody else, but it's certainly not on the later bunch of Pokemon that you can choose from. Has some disabling moves that are pretty good, maybe survivability here and there, although you could say maybe the endurance compared to, I guess, certain all-rounders. I mean, what? We kind of compare Tsareena to Lucario a little bit, right? Maybe your durability wouldn't be as good, but what I can imagine happening as we see, really Orange Squad, they have widened this score gap at least. We're seeing 87 points in their favor right now to the 18, actually 102 as we're going to see this now. What I imagine we need to maybe pay attention to what Rin is going to be doing right here. Most Tsareena players, though, you're probably going to see at the time of this recording, which is December 14th, going to be running that triple axle most likely with the Grassy Glide, so we'll be looking out for that. Yep, that's the confirmation right here for triple axle. You can restore HP every single time that one of those kicks lands from triple axle. You can actually cancel out that triple axle just in the middle of it while spinning if you use your other move, so Grassy Glide or Trop Kick, either one that you pick. Look at this right here, that Grassy Glide, that's going to prove to be very useful. That's what we like to see going on with that Greedent, because not only do you slide forward with that Grassy Glide, you'll deal some damage and all that, but you also follow it up with an attack in the opposite direction, and so that can often be a way to push Pokemon back, help you in team fights, but also, hey, in that solo situation, I mean, you saw taking down the beastly Greedent. Right side team is going to actually get this Dreadnought, though, and so Rin was fortunate enough to score some of those points in, maybe make this not seem so bad as far as score goes, but that is going to help Orange Squad getting that Dreadnought right now. Just for the later game, they can level up right here. So this is actually what we're going to see, but it's used against our spectated focus player right now. We saw Ryu Tao, I believe is the name of that person. The Orange Tsareena did use the Queen Ascendant. Ladies and gentlemen, actually going a little bit nuts right here in that bottom lane, able to secure those KOs and help, really, because it was 2 KOs right there. It's just Venusaur kind of got that last touch, and so yeah, that Queen Ascendant at level 9, ladies and gentlemen. The second that Tsareena hits the ground, it's also going to recover HP at the end of that, so that's just aside from being able to essentially disable somebody. It's a good kind of time waster. Let's say that somebody has a Unite move that really helps them to be moving around, taking advantage of that mobility or being able to do a lot of things while that Unite move has been cast. So Tsareena would be the one to disable that, kind of waste their time. So again, it's a good time waster for that disabler. Queen Ascendant, you guys. Just in case anybody didn't know, I think a lot of people would know at this point, but the passive ability, it's going to be called Oblivious. That's when you're a Bounce Sweet or Steenie. That just decreases hindrances. But when you're Tsareena, you have Queenly Majesty. That's the passive. Look at Rin going absolutely ham on this Venusaur, and that was an amazing Queen Ascendant, but notice, wow, that's kind of a testament to Venusaur's staying power right here. Definitely going to have that focus wristband on, but Rin can still get that KO, still be a monster right here. And so, as we were saying, hopefully Rin is going to score this goal, but the Queenly Majesty passive ability, when you're Tsareena, that will decrease the hindrances, but also it'll boost basic attacks after, I think, 3 basic attacks. And then a certain buff is applied based on the move that you're using. Look at Rin just taking on the entire team. Quite literally. I'm sorry, I'm tripping over my words so much. It's just, I did not expect that to last and be such a knockdown, drag-out fight like it was. But yeah, the Queenly Majesty effect on Triple Axel is that it's going to restore HP every single time one of the kicks hit. And for Grassy Glide, it gives Tsareena a shield. It can be pretty nice. The gameplay is likely, for any good Tsareena, going to be how they use that Queenly Majesty. For instance, every time you're using your moves, I mean, excluding the Unite move, basically, boosted attacks as well. You can see that gauge right there at the top. It's just above Rin's health bar, but below the name. So hopefully we'll see just kind of a good example here from Rin, and look, pretty much uncontested right here. Actually, entirely uncontested, we can say, just to hopefully make this not hurt so bad. I mean, I think individually, Rin doing really well. Some players doing really good on this purple squad, but overall, Orange does kind of have that, maybe the macro game under control at least. And we gotta mention also Tans. A lot of you guys might know Kid Tans. That's the Cinderace player on this team. Another one of those that's in probably like the top 10 right now, but was top #1 player in Season 2 for quite a while. So we're in that late game now, ladies and gentlemen. It's just kind of starting in to transition here. Everybody on Purple Squad looking to rotate up here for this Rotom, or already rotated up, we should definitely specify. You can see there are plenty of oranges also in the area, although a lone Venusaur down there on the bottom lane. So we're going to have to see what kind of is actually going to teleport back. So I was going to say, we'll see how that kind of manifests, what happens from that. But Venusaur is going to join everybody as this team fight is just popping off. And there's the Unite moves. That's another Queen Ascendant. This is going down, taking Eldegoss right out of the picture right here. Look at how quickly. And that Triple Axel is just, it's great for those team fights. Awesome damage dealing move, helps with the sustain. Although Grassy Glide, like, you gotta admit, that is a nice crowd control. When you've got a whole bunch of people in there, you can just Grassy Glide and push the opponents towards your teammates, for example, or just hit a lot of them all at once. I mean, it's a, move that's gonna dart through everybody, cut through, and it grants the shield, so that's all good. Gonna go ahead and take the enemy buffs right there, so that's very good. Taking that from the Tauros. It looks like Greedent was making a slight threat maybe, but nothing made of that in the end, and Purple Squad will get the Rotom. Notice that the score, obviously, as you can see up there in the top middle, we're now 231 to 295. Hopefully that Rotom can help Purple a little bit. They are not going to follow it, though, over there, and that's fine, especially if you want it to be the diversion, be the decoy, let's say. But the idea, I thought, was going to be that they would burst down Dreadnought. Now, you see, of course, Orange Tsareena is actually hitting it seems. So Rin is going to come over here, and with plenty of time, it looks like, because that Dreadnought about half HP going down still, of course. Now we have a lot more Purple Squad coming to support. Maybe they can actually take this one right here. Yes, left side team. Purple Squad will take that. So very good, and that's going to be 2 critical KOs right now, although they do have enough time to come back. So when we say critical, I guess that's more just to not be obstructed right here while you score this goal, but they will come back in time for the Articuno. Notice that as that goal was being scored, though, we did see that Greedent actually getting the goal up there on the top for Orange Team. Purple has gotten enough points in right now to actually take the lead. It's just this is not a comfortable lead, but amazing. I mean, what a turn of events, right? So whoever gets Articuno could obviously change this a lot, but ideally, Purple, as we can see, they're going to want to stop Orange from getting that. It's all up to the players here and the time left. I mean, we still do have a minute 40. Anything could happen, really, when a game is this close. I mean, you like to see it, right? From this spectator perspective, this is a great match to see. Really, when we were just coming here to focus on Tsareena, you're also, I think, getting a treat right here. Viewers at home, here we go, my friends. So Articuno has been initiated just a little bit, but it's good. Don't burst it right now, because you can see nobody's in safe territory right now, and that's when the team fight is going to pop off right here at 115 is where we are on the match. Popped off a little bit before that. Those Unite moves going all over the place. This team fight will get quite dicey right here. You just got to see who's going to make more out of this. Snorlax, very nice. Going to pick off Rin, actually. A character like Snorlax or Venusaur, they can go toe-to-toe right here, sometimes going up against this Arena. Wow, this is not good. Actually, that is good right there, that individual play. I was going to say it's not good for Purple, that they have lost 3 of their players, but luckily Rin will make this harder for them by at least taking out some of their players from Orange Squad. I mean, this is just, everything is happening, and this is really getting down to the wire right here. I mean, Parasite, the Snorlax, finally going to go down, but tried everything. I mean, you saw that heavy slam, the blocks, they were all in place. I mean, it was just all happening on screen faster than I could even commentate it. it because you saw just so many different plays in the micro and macro sense, you could say. So much happening on screen all at once. I hope you, the viewers at home, were able to follow as much of that as possible. Very nice takedown right here. That is going to be 2 KOs. These were a little bit more critical. When we talked earlier about crucial KOs, Rin is going to actually go all the way for that goal right here. Going to be blocked out from that from the heavy slam, but look, Articuno, actually the purple squad does have Articuno. That's going to be an 80 right here from Rin right at the last second right here in this last, actually just 5-second countdown. And Venusaur, what in the purple squad? And my friends, I know what you're thinking because I'm thinking it too. How could spectator mode still be bugged? Yes, it is. It won't show us the final score, but rest assured, I am going to get the data from Rin's Twitch. So obviously follow Rin over there on Twitch if you want to see this player in action live. And that's 513 to 358. So yes, purple squad, that's what I figured, was that purple squad did turn this around, and they did, ladies and gentlemen. That is definitely a GFG, and our Tsareena Focus as the MVP right there. Please feel free to click an end screen on screen to see another Focus commentary or video that can help you out, and thanks for viewing.